Hi friends, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, where we are learning about all things science. This is another video in my series of glow-in-the-dark science experiments. We have covered our bodies in fluorescent paint. We have made glow-in-the-dark lava lamps. We have made invisible ink. And in this video, we will make turmeric glow like you have never seen before. So raid those kitchen cabinets because this glow-in-the-dark video is about to get spicy. In my earlier glow-in-the-dark videos, we talked a lot about fluorescence. Something that is fluorescent has the ability to absorb energy from ultraviolet light. This is the light that comes from a black light, and re-emit some of that energy back to us as visible light. The visible part of that is important because we can't actually see ultraviolet light. If you're wondering what this purpley glow is that we do see from a black light, check out this video where I answer that right here. There are many different things that have this quality of fluorescence. It can happen naturally, like due to the phosphors in our natural teeth, or in the exoskeletons of scorpions, or even in urine. But it can also happen synthetically, which is a word that means it's human-made, like in a laboratory, like with yellow highlighters, which is why we use yellow highlighters in a lot of our glow-in-the-dark science experiments. Today, we're gonna look at fluorescence from a surprising source, the spice turmeric. For this one, you'll need just about a teaspoon of turmeric, a black light, and 70% isopropyl alcohol, although really any alcohol will work here. Turmeric has the ability to glow under black light because it has a chemical called curcumin, which is naturally fluorescent. Curcumin is the bright yellow pigment in turmeric that stains your fingers and your counters. Like, seriously stain them. You might actually want to wear gloves for this one. Now, it's hard to see the fluorescence in the turmeric's natural dry form, and I suspect that's because the particles are just too clumped together. Now, curcumin doesn't have enough surface area to absorb the ultraviolet light. We need to disperse the particles a little bit, and one way we can do that is by dissolving it in a liquid. But which liquid? Let's try water first and see what that looks like. Turn my black lights on. Okay, ooh, it smells so good. All right, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's not really fluorescing, is it? This is because turmeric isn't soluble in water, so these particles are still kind of clumped together, which is not what we want if we want to see the fluorescence. Just for good measure, let's look at that with the lights off. All right, we're gonna try this again with the lights off and see if we can see any fluorescence. No, not really. It might be reflecting some of the light, but I certainly don't notice any fluorescence like we see with yellow highlighter, for example. So water, not great for this experiment. Let's try something else. Let's try isopropyl alcohol. I have 70% isopropyl alcohol here, but other forms of alcohol will work too. We have our black lights on. 3, 2, 1. How cool is this? This is gorgeous. I've seen this a couple times before, but every time I see this, it just looks like artwork. It's so easy to do. Just go to your kitchen and do this one immediately. Let's do it again. Okay, maybe we should try that one without the lights on too. Okay, I had to come to a dark location, my bathroom, to show you what this looks like because it looks even cooler in the dark. 2, 1. So cool. This is just for reference. This is what it looks like in natural lighting, just like yellow. And as soon as you turn the light off and turn the black lights on, boom. Wild, right? So cool. This is the curcumin really showing off here. When I first saw this, I was blown away by how bright the glow was. I recommend trying to film your kids' reactions when they see this for the first time. It is a reaction that is just so surprising. So why does this work in alcohol but not water? Which, as I mentioned before, is really like asking the question, why is turmeric soluble in alcohol and not water? This is because curcumin is hydrophobic, meaning it repels water. This is why when you cook with turmeric, you often don't mix it with milk or water. Instead, you try to mix it with something that is fat or oil-based, like butter, to avoid clumping. We dissolved it here in alcohol, which, from what I understand, gives the curcumin more space to spread out, which gives it more surface area to absorb the ultraviolet light. But I've actually never tried to see if I can make turmeric fluoresce in oil. I have vegetable oil here, and we're gonna test it out. My hypothesis is that because the oil is yellower and thicker than the alcohol, we're just not gonna be able to see the fluorescence as well. But let's go to the bathroom and test that hypothesis out. All right, we have the oil here. Oh wow, the oil itself is fluorescent, actually. Wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Well, so now maybe we won't see the fluorescence because it'll be overcome by the fluorescence of the oil. But let's see. 3, 2, 1. Oh, interesting. I didn't expect that it would just float on top of the surface. Wow. Oh wow, yeah, it's very, very slowly falling down. Let's see if I can get a better one. Yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah. So it's definitely fluorescing. Okay, interesting. It's definitely fluorescing. It's just taking a little bit longer to dissolve. Wow, it's funny. You can tell the thinner parts of the lines that are coming down, the really smaller ones, fluoresce better. When they're clumped together, they don't seem to fluoresce very well. Maybe it's just the location of the black light. It could just be the location of the black light. So it's fluorescing, but it's just not as dramatic because the oil itself is also fluorescing. The contrast isn't as great. Let's see what happens when you stir it. Definitely seems to be fluorescing a little bit brighter, maybe. The conclusion is that oil works look at my thumb! Ha! That's neat. But the conclusion is that oil works pretty well too. And just because I'm curious, we are going to test a few other household spices in both alcohol and water to see if we can make any of these fluoresce. Alcohol, water, salt, and alcohol. I don't think that's actually fluorescence. I think that's just reflection of light. Okay, let's try water. We know salt is soluble in water. No, same thing. Okay, salt, no. Alcohol, water, cinnamon and alcohol. No. Cinnamon and water. Ooh, making a mess. And that doesn't even go below the surface. That is just stuck right on top, but it's not fluorescing. Cinnamon is a no. We have cumin and alcohol. I'm gonna say that's a no. This is cumin and water. Oh gosh, too much cumin and water. No, I don't think so. It looked kind of like it in the video, but maybe? To my eyes, it doesn't look yellow. Why does it look yellow in the video? Interesting, but certainly not as well as turmeric. I'm just gonna mix it up and see if that does anything. It smells good. No, that made it worse. I ruined it. And lastly, we have paprika. Alcohol, water. Again, it kind of looks yellow in the video, but in person, it looks like nothing special. Okay, let's try water. Oh. It looks cool. Even though it looks a little yellow in the video, it doesn't actually look yellow in person. So now the question is, did I accidentally mix some of my turmeric with my paprika? Because there's absolutely some fluorescence here. So I didn't notice any fluorescence with the salt or the cinnamon, but the cumin maybe, and the paprika definitely. I think I saw something there a little bit at the end. So if you're doing this at home, try those too. Thank you so much for joining me on yet another glow-in-the-dark adventure. Now that you have a black light, you can do all sorts of glow-in-the-dark science experiments. If you're looking for more ways to use this, I have my glow-in-the-dark playlist right here. Stay tuned for many more science experiments, and as always, stay curious and keep exploring. We'll see you next time. Turmeric, turmeric, turmeric. Ah! Oh my gosh, what the heck? Turmeric, 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 turmeric. Oh gosh, I'm gonna get turmeric everywhere.